Why do you think so many people struggle to move from passion to impact?
Good.
What is getting in the way? Why is it taking a lot of time?
First, as I've said, when I started this, when we were starting, is first, passion is not enough. It needs to be driven by purpose. So for the first thing you need to know is you need to understand your purpose. You've entered into music, you may release maybe one music song or two, and then you want the music song to pay you. It will be very difficult because you need first, there's something called marketing and distribution in music before even, and that is after you've already invested for audio production, video production. You've done all this, everything before even you have the product. There is so much money you've used, and now I have the money. I've gone to the studio, recorded. I've done a video, and this is a very expensive affair in between. And now I have a product. Now, with this product, I need to market and distribute it. How do I do it? You see, nowadays we have, YouTube and all that, but still, there's a lot of work that needs to be done for your music to reach to many people. Putting it on YouTube is not enough. You need to also invest in marketing and distribution of that song such that it will reach to even a wider audience.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, I'm passionate about this. What I can say, actually, passions takes more than it gives. It takes more. It takes more because when you're passionate about something, at first it will take more, but when the rewards come, and the reason I'm using rewards is not because a reward is something that comes out of effort. Okay, I will reward you something because I've seen you have earned it. Okay, I don't reward you something for the sake of it because you have earned it with time. So the effort you put is what matters, whether you will get the results or the reward or not. But the problem is, mimi ni msanii, naingia kwa usanii, naanza kuchapa usanii, ndio huyo mimi the first show, mnanilipa pesa ngapi? Itakuwa realistic. You need kuenda kwa hizo show, perform for free, show kadhaa. I'm also an MC. I don't know whether you saw that in my bio. I'm also an MC. And I can tell you from the year 2014, I started MC in 2014. From the year 2014, my first gig that I was paid like as an MC was in 2019.
Wow, that's like 5 years.
Yes. 5 years. Na hata hiyo yenye nililipwa, si ati I had gone for free. And then these guys, decided to appreciate me with it was something good though. It was an appreciation, but good. But with time now is when people now see your value. So people need to see the value in your passion. But the problem is, we assume because niko na ngoma, I have value. No. I have 2 books. I've written 2 books.
Yes.
And I can tell you, writing is not enough. Distributing the books is what even counts. Is what matters. The rewards you'll get. How many people will that book reach out to? And that is work. And what we fear, mostly young people fear, is work. The reason they are saying, I'm passionate about this, they think it is the shortcut to success. But it's not. It's not. It's a lot of work. I remember when, when I first ran for a political seat, I was 19 years. 19 years. I was named the youngest person to ever be on the ballot.
19,
Yes. And I remember one time when I was kwa ground.
Yeah,
And one man said, this young boy thinks this is a shortcut yenye atakuwa tajiri haraka haraka na akuwe sawa tukimchagua, you know. And that is the mentality of people. They think, if I get into this, I will get rich quick and, you know, shida bye-bye and that's it. But what we really need to understand as young people, even passion needs work, and a lot of work. You must work for it. You must continue pursuing it, and you must invest in it for it to actually come to pay. But if you wait ati naongoja, mimi naongojanga tu nini, nimetoa ngoma nimeweka YouTube nitulie, sorry manze, itapata views tatu and there is nothing that will happen, and then you will start being bitter, you know, najipush, people are not supporting me, nini. People want to see the value of what you're bringing on the table, and value is brought about by the quality first of what you're bringing on the table. Secondly, value can be brought by the audience you have. You know, if for example you're a musician and you have pushed your music, you have a wider audience, people will come and invest in you. But if I just say kuandika ngoma na kuproduce, hiyo imenitosha, si nimetumia pesa, and it's true, you've invested until then, but as I've said, passion keeps on taking and taking and taking. It doesn't give. If you're there for it to give you, it might be a problem. It will give you later on, but what it gives you is not free gifts. It's a reward of effort put, a reward of the energy you put, a reward of the time, a reward of everything that you've put into it. So before it gives you back, be realistic.
Wow, me I'm enlightened, totally enlightened. Put in your work, put in work, invest in your passion, and it will come through.
Yes.
So viewers, I'll continue reminding you, we have a special guest at the ENVILA show. It's called Alex, an MCA, the youngest MCA at 19.
MCA aspirant
at 19. Imagine at 19 years. So viewers, continue to share, continue to subscribe and like. So Alex, me, you have answered that question like kosa sana. So I'd like to go to question number 4. Question number 4. I think that it was, why do you think so many people struggle to move from passion to impact?
Good.
What is getting in the way? Why is it taking a lot of time?
First, as I've said, when I started this, when we were starting, is first, passion is not enough. It needs to be driven by purpose. So for the first thing you need to know is you need to understand your purpose. You know, purpose is the reason we live. The reason, you know, we keep on going. So passion is not enough. For it to be impactful, you need to know first your purpose. I don't know, tumetikisha kunini mambo ya Biblia hapa. I told you I'm a good preacher, so I can preach.
Amen. No.
So I always put a good example of Moses. Moses, God placed the right passion in him. And the passion was go and rescue. The passion was the love for the Israelites. The purpose was you are the rescuer of the people of Israel. Okay? Yes. And Moses is there. We see him as the prince of Egypt. The crown prince. Actually, Moses was to become the next Pharaoh. Okay? Walking at the corridors of parliament. Not parliament. Palace. Niko parliament bado jia protest. You know, at the corridors of palace. And then we see Moses now. He sees somebody, an Egyptian, beating an Israelite. And this thing gets into Moses. And it messes him up. Moses goes there. I'm sure hakuenda akamgonga direct. Alimwambia wewe wachana na mwana Israeli. Wacha afanye kazi tu. I'm sure because I don't see the scenario at I'm sure there was maybe a dialogue. Maybe it's not stated in the Bible, but there was a dialogue. Wachana na huyu. Nini, and I know the Egyptian maybe was, I don't know the scenario there. But because God had placed that passion in him, that love for the people of Israelites, Moses ended up killing the Egyptian. This is a crown prince. Remember that. He ended up killing the Egyptian. And I would like to ask you, Najua, I'm the guest here and you're the one supposed to ask me questions. But let me ask you, was that right?
For Moses, the scenario, I don't think it was right. It wasn't right for him to kill. He's an Egyptian. He's an Egyptian to kill another Egyptian. From my point of view, it was against the law. But for now, if you put the passion thing, it makes the scenario true.
Good. God had placed this nini. For sure, it wasn't right because actually this time hata kukua na the 10 commandments. So we cannot say killing was a sin. Okay. So you find God has placed the right passions inside you, but for you to create the right impact, okay, you need strategy. Okay, you need strategy. Like for Moses, I'm sure he didn't know that he was actually meant to rescue the Israelites from Egypt. But there is this passion inside him. He loves the people of Israel that he cannot even stand to see them being harassed. He cannot stand to see Israelites as slaves because he loves these people so much. That is the passion God has placed inside Moses. We see now this scenario where now Moses has to escape. I'm sure if Moses maybe handled that differently, I don't know what the plan of God would have been, but I'm trying to see. Maybe he would have given even the Israelites, when he became Pharaoh, for example, maybe years later on, Pharaoh is dead and now he's the, Pharaoh, and now he would have let the children of Israel go, or even give them, citizenship. As I mean, now you are no longer slaves here.
Or like Joseph. Remember Joseph when he got Niniaka?
Yes.
He brought them. So now
yes.
I get you, yes.
So I'm sure killing or him fleeing from the land of Egypt, God had to go again and re-strategize how he will rescue these people using this same man. So for me, I think you can have the right passion inside you, but how you demonstrate it is wrong. Okay? And the impact you create is wrong.
Okay, yes.
Okay? So for you to really know your purpose, or for you to actually for your purpose to be impactful, you really need to understand one thing. What is this passion? What do I have? Why am I so passionate about this? Okay? You need to understand that. Why am I passionate about one? Why am I passionate about, two? Why am I feeling like this? Okay? And then from there, once you've defined what you're really passionate about, you can be able to have now a strategy to go about it. Okay? Now create a purpose out of your passion you have, out of the passion you have. Okay, for example, I see I'm passionate about nipeni ni moja tu
about football.
I'm passionate about football. Okay? Naonanga tu maybe Messi akicheza and I'm like, I would love to become like this person here. How do I make that impactful? I need to go look for a local football team first. Now I've nimeingia kwa strategy. The first thing nimejua, I have a passion in football. Okay? Yes. Let me look for our local football team. Okay, my younger brother anachezanga kwa local football team huko mtaa inaitwa Kawangware United. KU. So like once he's there, he's able to practice his passion. He's able to, you know, meet people of the same caliber, people who have same passion with him, and they're able to grow from there, because you cannot grow alone. So you need to find people from your same, with the same passion, with the same drive, and then from there you're able to actually rescue or to take full advantage of this passion that you have. So how to make it very impactful is now you're inside the field.
Yes.
Now from there you let the wind flow.
Yes. Wind flow. How?
What I mean is, so long as you're in the field, like umeingia kwa football team, you are there, you continue playing there, and then give it time. Give it time. Continue, give it time. The problem is unataka kuingia football na upate results hizo, hiyo nayo itaweza, but give it time, and then from there you will be able to see somebody will note you from wherever you are. But if you don't do anything, then there is no impact at all. So the only way to create impact out of passion is action.
And I think the issue about time, I think is the one whereby you're saying you do your sacrifice, and from there you're getting people will see your passion, and maybe you can get reward out of there.
So what I mean is you need to set clear goals.
Yes.
You need to build a supportive environment. You need to take consistent actions. You need to, after you've taken the consistent action again and again and again, you need to come now to a point where you reflect and reassess. Where now you sit down and ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? How can I change whatever? You know, I'm still within the environment, but how can I make it even better when you're not seeing fruits? But because the problem is you can be consistent and not see fruits.
You can be consistent but not see fruits.
Yes. Wow. So you need to reach to a point where you reflect and reassess again. You reflect into the goals you have. You reflect into, you know, this evolvement that you've had. You know, you need to understand it and understand it clearly. But the problem comes when now you give up when it doesn't work out. You know, you give up. Like, you know, I've dealt with talent development for quite some time. And I've seen young people who are very much talented, good dancers, good musicians, good actors.